So when I play the chromatic scale on the piano, I'm not going to skip any notes. I'm going to go from black to white, or if there's two white ones together, I'm going to go from white to white. I do not skip any notes. So this is what it looks like on the piano. If I start on B, this is B flat. So I'm not skipping any notes. So I'm going from black to white without missing any. And that's our chromatic scale. It's made of 13 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's my 13 notes. Some of you may be wondering why there's two notes and they sound the same and they're both in the same measure in our fingering chart. So let me show you what those are on the piano. Okay, they're called inharmonic notes. They're notes that have the same name, different name, but have the same sound. So I'm going to show you this using a percussion fingering chart. Okay, so if you notice all of the notes down here in the bottom, it's going to be the same with my piano in just a minute. All of these notes are natural notes. Okay, these are the notes from our musical alphabet. Remember, we have 7 notes in our musical alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and they repeat. So if I go all the way down here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then I could keep going if my keyboard was long enough. And if I'm going down my keyboard and getting lower, I would go backwards in my alphabet. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, and then the next one would be F. So if you're playing the piano, you're going to have more note options. Up here are our sharps and flats. Okay, so when we put a sharp on a note, we're raising the pitch half a step. So let's go to a C. So I have a C. If I want to play a C sharp, I'm going to go up a half step to C sharp. If I'm on D and I want to make it sharp, I go up to D and it's a half step. So these notes up here are sharps and flats. Now, if I want to put a flat, that means I'm going to lower the note by half a step. So let's start on our E. If I want an E flat, I'm going to go down a half step. D, down a half step. Now they have the same note on them because they are the same note. They just have two names. Like you have a first name and you might have a middle name. You're the same person, but you have two different names. So this note on the piano or the keyboard on your instrument can be called a D flat or a C sharp. Now composers, they have two choices. When they're writing music, they can write it as a D flat or they can write it as a C sharp, but they're the same note. On your instrument, they will be the same note. So when you look in your fingering chart, you're going to see these two notes in the same measure. They're going to have the same fingerings, but they're going to have two different notes like this. On the keyboard, this is what it looks like on the keyboard. Okay, so we have all the white notes down here are natural. So this is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. This is all our natural notes. The black notes up here, these are our sharps and flats. Okay, so if I want, this is A, if I want to make it sharp, A sharp's right here. If I want to play A flat, I'm going to go down. This is my G. If I want to play a G sharp, I go up. If I want to play a G flat, I go down. Okay, so that's how the notes work in our fingering chart, in case you were getting a little bit confused by the sharps and the flats. Okay, percussion. Here is a note chart. It shows you all the notes on the staff. These are our natural notes. These are sharps and flats up here. And then it shows you where it belongs on your bells. Okay, so the first note of our B flat chromatic scale and our B flat beginning band warm-up, they're the same as this note right here. It's B flat. So here it's showing you it's going to be this bar on your bells. Okay, so we're going to start right here. And I want you to do this on your actual instrument. I'm going to do it on here to help you. But I want you to actually go to your instrument and I want you to follow along like I am doing with the handout. Okay? First thing I'm going to do is put my metronome on. My metronome is at 80, but if you need to go slower, you can always go slower. This is usually a good starting tempo. Okay, so we're going to start right here. We're just going to say our note names. This is our chromatic scale. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and go. B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, repeat, B flat, come back down, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, and stop. Now if you notice on the way up, I'm saying sharps, okay? Because when we go up, sharp means we're raising the note half a step. So we're going to say C sharp, D sharp, F sharp. On the way down, we're going to say flats, okay? And the chromatic scale means we're not skipping any notes. We're doing all the notes without skipping anything. If I was doing my beginning band scale, I would be skipping. I go from B flat to C to D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. That's my beginning band scale. And actually we go all the way up to C. Then we come back down. So we are skipping notes in our beginning band warm-up scale and arpeggio, and on the skips and the thirds and our triplets. But on the chromatic scale, we do not skip any notes. Okay, so you're going to follow these placements up here. If you want to take a screenshot of this page or take a picture of it, that will help you tremendously, okay, because you do not have this in your book. Or you can Google one of these. Okay, it's called a keyboard layout note chart. It says it right up here. So if you want to Google it, you can, or you can take a picture of this while it's on the screen. Okay, all right. Okay, now we're going to play the notes. So you're going to say the note names and you're going to play them. For each note's going to be a whole note, so we're going to play it for 4 beats. I'm playing it on the piano, so my note's going to last for 4 beats. Yours may not last for 4 beats on your bells. Okay, so play along with me. So we're starting right here on B flat. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and go. Repeat. Come back down. hope this video helped you guys out. I know this can be a little bit confusing doing the chromatic scale, but it's a super useful scale because it teaches you all the notes on your instrument, and it introduces sharps and flats and naturals to you. If you've mastered your chromatic scale and you can play it perfectly, go ahead and start playing it in half notes and then in quarter notes. And also an extra challenge, if you're up for it, in your Rhythm Master book, it's written out for you. So if you go to page 31 in your book, and you'll see right here it says B flat concert chromatic scale. And now it's written out in quarter notes for you. And you can practice reading them from the book. In the percussion book, it's on page 61. So it's right here. So if you want to challenge yourself to play it without looking at your fingering chart, you can do that. But if you need to look at your fingering chart, that is completely fine right now. Okay, I hope this video helps, and I look forward to hearing you play.